mindfulness and stress management that you can easily use at work. Of course, if you can get some training at any meditation center, that will be even more helpful. If you can't, if you do this on daily basis for 10 minutes, 15 minutes, one of the video clips recommends about 20 minutes, then you will be managing your stress on daily basis, and anything that comes from the work-related stress, okay, will be healed on daily basis. So I'll be showing maybe 2-3 video clips. ဒီနေ့ဘုံဒီကပြောချင်တာတော့တတိပဋ္ဌာန်ကိုလုပ်ငန်းခွင်မှာအသုံးပြုပြီးတော့ stress လေးနည်းအောင်အသုံးပြုနိုင်တယ်။ဒါ video clip တစ်ခုသုံးလို့ပြမယ်။ပြပမှာသူများအသုံးပြုတဲ့အားတွေပေါ့နော်။အသုံးပြုတဲ့စာအုပ်တွေဆိုထားမျိုးလေးတွေကို alter traits ဆိုတာက Science reveals how meditation changes your mind, brain, and body. Alter traits. Alter traits. ဒါဟိုနောက်ကိုပြောင်းတယ် stress များတဲ့လူရဲ့အနောက်ကဘယ်လိုတော့ stress ကောင်းကိုင်နေတဲ့လူအနောက်ကဘယ်လိုတော့ဒါတွေကသူတို့လေ့လာတယ် the mind and the brain ထားမျိုးတွေပေါ့ Siddhartha's brain the emotional life of your brain ဒီများသူတွေနားလေးလောက်ထားတယ်တတိပဋ္ဌာန်နဲ့ကရုဏာကိုယူပြီးတော့သူတွေနားလောက်လာတယ်နှစ်30ကျော်လောက်ရှိအဲ့ဒါအခုနိုင်ချာမှာကြဲပြန့်သူတို့အသုံးပြုနေတယ်ဒီမှာကျတော့ဘုန်းတော်ကတတိပဋ္ဌာန်ဆိုရင်ရိတ်တာနဲ့သွားတဲ့ခါကျမှကျင့်ရတဲ့အရာလို့ထင်တယ်တတိပဋ္ဌာန်ဝိပဿနာအဲ့လိုထင်တယ်အမှားတော့ကိုယ့်ရဲ့လုပ်ငန်းမှာ apply လုပ်နိုင်တယ်ဆိုတာအများစုမတွေးမိသေးဘူးဆရာတော်တွေကဟောပါတယ်နေ့စဉ်မှာအသုံးပြုနိုင်တယ်ဆိုတော့ဟောတယ်မိဖို့ချောင်းထဲမှာလည်းအသုံးပြုနိုင်တယ်ကားမောင်းတယ်အသုံးပြုနိုင်တယ်အဲ့ဒါတွေပြောတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အသုံးပြုတဲ့လူလည်းရှိတယ်အသုံးမပြုတဲ့လူတွေကများနေပါ There is a brain default. We have to find out what is a brain default. For most people, it's based on fear. The psychologists, they would call this as threat focus system. We just focus on threat, meaning we focus on failure. If we don't achieve this, if we don't do this, what will happen? So we focus on threat. This is because our forefathers, they had to look after themselves. There were more animals than human beings. A lot more, many times more. 6, 7, 8,000 years ago. And the danger, was very close to you. You have to run from a tiger, from a predator. If you don't escape, that's it. So you really need to kind of engrave it, okay, in your mind about the danger. And we have to pass it through, down to the generation. But the thing is that a traffic jam is not really like a tiger running up to you. But very often we trigger that response system. what the medic call sympathetic system, which is fight and flight. We use that. So if we trigger that sympathetic system very often, what happens is that we overuse our protective mechanism. We overuse our protective mechanism and we exhaust ourselves. We exhaust ourselves. When we are exhausted, we cannot even control our own emotion anymore. So the brain default, like computer default position, the brain default position, default mode is based on fear. Based on fear, and from fear, we develop a lot of negativity. So it's called negativity bias. We remember more of negative things than the positive ones. အဲ့တော့ကွန်ပျူတာထဲမှာထားလို့ပေါ့ default position ဆိုတာကပုံမှန်အနေထားတစ်ခုလို့ပြောတာပေါ့အဲ့ဒီပုံမှန်ထားနေကြ position ကဘာတော့အုံနောက်ထဲမှာเนาะအဲ့ဒါဘာတော့နောက်ပြီးစိတ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာဘာတော့အတွေးထဲမှာဘာတော့စိတ်ပိုင်းဆိုင်ရာပညာရှင်တွေ clinical psychologist တွေပြောတာတော့အကြောက်တရားကိုလူအများစုက default position ပုံစံမျိုးနဲ့ထားတယ်ကြောက်စရာပဲအမြဲတမ်းတွေးရှိငါစာမှုပွဲမအောင်ရင်သူများထင်သေးလိမ့်မယ်ထင်သေးမှကြောက်တယ်အလုတ်သွားမယ်အဝတ်စားရွေးတဲ့အခါမှာဒီနေ့ဒီဟာရွေးပြီးတော့ဝတ်ရင်သူများငါထင်သေးမလားအဲ့ဒါမျိုးတွေဟိုကြောက်စရာတွေပဲရှောက်တွေးနေကြောက်စရာတွေရှောက်တွေးသူများတွေကဟိုပါဝယ်ပြီးတော့ဝတ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါငါဝယ်ပြီးတော့မဝတ်ဘူးဆိုရင်သူများငါ့ကိုထင်သေးကြောက်စိတ်တယ်လူနေနဲ့ကြောက်စိတ်တွေကိုဟို default position နဲ့ထားတာအဲ့ဒီလိုထားရင် the stress များလိမ့်မယ်အလိုနေနဲ့ stress များလိမ့်မယ်ကိုယ့်ရဲ့ stress အလွယ်တကူသွားပြီးတော့ trigger လုပ်နေတယ်သွားပြီးတော့သူ့ခလုတ်ကိုသွားနှိပ်မိတတ်တယ်သွားနှိပ်မိတတ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီလိုမဖြစ်အောင်ဘာလုပ်မှာလဲဆိုတော့တတိပဋ္ဌာန်ဆိုတဲ့ mindfulness meditation အဲ့ဒါလေးအခြေခံလုပ်ထားဘယ်လောက်ထိထိုင်ရမှာတော့9မိနစ်6မိနစ်ပုံမှန်ထိုင်အလုပ်ဝင်ခန်းစားလေးမှာ3မိနစ်လောက်စတယ်ဆိုရင်ဝင်လေထွက်လေချီပြီးတော့ဟိုခန္ဓာကိုယ်ပင်ပန်းနေလားစိတ်ကstress anxiety များနေတာအဲ့ဒါလေးကိုဝင်လေထွက်လေရှူရင်းနဲ့ကြည်နိုင်ရင်အဲ့ဒီနေ့တနေ့တာမှုတ်ကောင်းတယ်မှုန်ဒီမဖြစ်ဘူးပေါ့အဲ့ဒါလေပထမဆုံးဗီဒီယိုကြည့်မယ်နော် American မှာကျောင်းသားတွေအသက်16နှစ်18နှစ်ကျောင်းသားတွေအရင် stress များတယ်ကျောင်းဆောင်လဲပါတယ်နောက် social anxiety ဆိုတာအချင်းချင်းပြိုင်ဆိုင်ပြီးတော့ဖြစ်တဲ့ဟာပေါ့အဲ့ဒါတွေလည်းဖြစ်တယ်လူကြားတွေဝင်တဲ့အခါမှာဟိုစကားပြောတော့အမြင်ချင်းမတူတဲ့အခါမတူရင်လည်းပဲ stress ဖြစ်ပြန်ပြီသူများတွေဖြစ်စီအတစ်သုံးနေ stress ဖြစ်ပြန်ပြီဘသူကဘာလုပ်တယ်လာပြီးတော့ပြောပြတယ်ကိုမှ stress ဖြစ်ပြန်ပြီအဲ့ဒါမျိုးတွေဖြစ်တချို့ကလေးတွေဆိုဘာတော့ပြောတော့ဆိုသူတို့တော့မှတတ်သိခြင်းနဲ့အဲ့ဒါမျိုးတွေဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါလေးကြည့်လိုက်ရအောင်နော် Power video about mindfulness in school can we switch off the light here did share me in a bit okay yeah up down the childပြန်စအောင်
Deep down, I keep feeling like this pain in my chest. I got kicked out of my house.
The panic attacks, I, like many other teens, have struggled with anxiety, my social anxiety.
Really bad anxiety and depression.
I used to go to school just completely exhausted every single day because I'd be up all night worrying.
I felt kind of like a ghost roaming through the halls.
The stress made me sick.
There's just a lot of repetitional thinking about like if there is a purpose to life, whether if there is any reason to continue forth or to just cut it short.
Take a second and breathe and reflect on what you feel. Awareness to who I really am and how I matter.
Finding balance.
It really feels like a place where you can be yourself.
We can be authentic.
Feel safe.
Safe.
I was like on the verge of suicide before taking the class, and my family didn't really know what else to do. I was in counseling, seeing a therapist, and taking medicine. Spending the first semester in this class really helped me get past that point and not let the mental illness that I struggle with take over my life. So, class meant a lot.
Anytime I start to feel overwhelmed, I drop down, I put my head down, I was like, all right, let's think. I just started breathing, and it's just really helpful. It's easy to get mad. It's not easy to get angry and bring yourself down. Me growing up, I was always told meditation and stuff was things that priests or it was a girl thing. But then you grow up a little bit and you're meditation is just you taking care of yourself, and everybody should take care of themselves.
It's real stuff. It's what you need.
You learn these tips for life skills that actually bring you together and interweave with everyone else.
Being able to share, direct my attention, and stay present.
I can break my fear.
I now know how to turn my attention to my breath, calm myself down. I knew that I could help myself.
Observe life more.
How to speak in a way that makes people want to open up to you.
Show myself loving kindness.
Learning how to control my anger. I also learned how to, be more of a better listener.
This class means everything to me right now. It honestly feels like 50 pounds is lifted off my shoulders. I truly believe that this class has saved my life and changed it for the better.
Thinking about what the mindfulness class in my school has done for my community and my school in general, it's been groundbreaking.
I think it's just a really valuable class, and I honestly wish that it was at every high school in the U.S.
If there was a mindfulness class in every high school,
I feel like this world would be a totally different place because I feel like there would be a lot more understanding.
And there would be a lot more respect in the world.
If mindfulness studies was in every school in the world, we all become much better listeners.
Somebody says something somebody doesn't like and has to retaliate. But if we had mindfulness, we can learn to accept that my reality is different from yours.
I think a lot of that tension is caused by people not really knowing how to handle themselves and their feelings and emotions.
You don't have to be a politician to change the world. You can just be a mindfulness class. That's how I feel.
I have the ability to overcome obstacles. I have the ability to achieve like never before, and I have the ability to be who I am, loving who I am, and taking that love with me and spreading it everywhere else I go.
That was 6 years ago. Mindfulness has moved on very fast in schools in both America and Europe. America and Europe areဒီလိုအတန်းကြောင်းတွေမှာသတိပဋ္ဌာန်တရားတွေနဲ့အများကြီးရှိအောင်ပါအများကြီးရှိအောင်ပါတနေ့ကိုနည်းနည်းပဲထိုင်အများကြီးမထိုင်ဒါပေမဲ့နေ့တိုင်းထိုင်တဲ့အခါကျတော့ဒီစိတ်ညစ်တဲ့ဟာတွေစုစည်းမထားတော့မထိုင်ဘူးဆိုရင်စိတ်ညစ်တာလည်းညစ်မှမသိဘူးနံပါတ်1စိတ်ညစ်တာကိုစုစည်းထားမှလည်းမသိဘူးတနေ့ကိုနည်းနည်းစုထိုင်တစ်ပတ်ဆိုအများကြီးဖြစ်သွားတယ် များဖြစ်သွားပြီ one semester တခါကျောင်းတက်တာ semester တစ်ခုဆိုရင်မနေ့ပြန်ဖြေရမှာသူအမိုက်တွေတင်ထားတာကိုစိတ်ညစ်တယ်ဆိုတာစိတ်ညစ်တဲ့အခါမှာတွေးတာလည်းပဲ negative တွေးတွေပဲတွေးတယ်ဘယ်သူကငါ့ကိုမကြိုက်ဘူးဘယ်သူကတော့ဖြင့်ငါ့ကိုမနာလို့ဘူးငါဒီကတော့မလုံနိုင်ဘူးတဲ့မလုံနိုင်ဘူးမဖြစ်နိုင်ဘူးအဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေပဲဖြစ်တယ်လုံနိုင်တယ်ဖြစ်နိုင်တယ်နီလန်းရှာအောင်မယ်ဆိုအဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေမဖြစ်ဘူးစိတ်ညစ်တယ်လို့နော် negative thinking အဲ့ဒါကြောင့်အဲ့ဒါမျိုးဖြစ်ရင်ဝင်နေထွက်လေလေးကြီးပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေကိုရှိနေတာကိုရှိနေတယ်လို့ဒီအတွေးတွေဖြစ်နေလို့အတိမပြုတ်လိုက်ကောင်းတယ်လို့လည်းမပြောနဲ့ဆိုးတယ်လို့လည်းမပြောနဲ့ပုံမှန်ဆိုရင်ကောင်းတယ်ဆိုးတယ်ကောင်းတယ်မှရှိတဲ့အတွေးတွေကိုကောင်းတယ်ဆိုးတယ်လိုက်ပြီးတော့နာမည်တွေတက်ပြင်အပြင်မှာတွေးတဲ့လူတိုင်းကိုလည်းပဲကောင်းတယ်ဆိုတဲ့အကောင်လုံးလိုက်ပြီးတော့ဝေဖန်အဲ့ဒီလိုနဲ့အလုပ်တွေရှုပ်မလိုအပ်တဲ့ဟာတွေပေါ့မလိုအပ်တဲ့အလုပ်တွေရှုပ်မလိုအပ်တဲ့အလုပ်တွေရှုပ်ဒါကြောင့်ဗုဒ္ဓဘာသာအခြေခံမရှိတဲ့အဲ့ကလေးတောင်မှအဲ့လိုလေ့ကျင့်ရင်သူအကျိုးတွေရတယ်တရားမထိုင်ခင်တော့ဆိုသူတို့မျက်နှာတွေတင်းနေတယ်နောက်စိတ်ထဲမှာလည်းပဲလုံလုံခြုံရှိတယ်မထင်ဘူးလူလောကကြီးထဲမှာမနေချင်တဲ့ကလေးတောင်ပါတယ်တရားထိုင်လဲထိုင်ပြဆိုဘာပြောတော့ safe ဖြစ်တယ်တဲ့စိတ်ထဲမှာလုံလုံခြုံရှိတယ်အမြင်ချင်းမတူတဲ့လူနဲ့နေရတာတတန်းထဲမှာနေရတာအလုပ်လုပ်ရတာအဲ့ဒါသူ့စိတ်မှာ safe ဖြစ်တယ်တချို့ကအမြင်မတူတဲ့လူတယောက်ကိုလှုပ်လှုပ်တဲ့နေရာမှာရှိလာပြီဆိုရင်စိတ်ထဲမှာနေရတာသူကသူချက်ချင်းချက်တယ်ဒါ stress ကိုမကင်တွေ့တတ်လို့စိတ်ဖြီးစီးမှုမကင်တွေ့တတ်လို့ whenever there is someone with different opinion in our working team usually people feel tense you can see one of the students said, okay, you learn how to relax. Okay, you learn how to relax. And then you learn how to respect their opinion. And we also respect our own opinion because we love ourselves. From that position, it's a lot easier to talk to each other. Without respect towards each other, very hard to talk, to agree on anything. And we're going to watch another video clip. This share canal tap it up, the cat tap it up, the cat shape by a bait. The cat touch you video clip that could science behind mindfulness already. Own out a jump, you're no? They are tiny own out a jump.
Meditation is an ancient technique that trains the brain for the power of concentration. It's like a gym workout for the brain. Archaeologists have found meditation to be 5,500 years old, while only 60 years ago, modern scientists began to study the brains of meditators. They discovered that meditation changes the structure of the brain, making it a lot more powerful. Long-term meditators are often able to develop superhuman abilities like the ability to stay calm in pressure situations such as exams and sport, more original and creative ideas, and excellent memory. An experiment showed that meditating monks were able to dry icy wet sheets in a cold temperature by controlling and raising their own body temperature with the power of the mind. To understand how meditation affects us, we must first look at the most recent discoveries about the brain. In the last 10 years, Scientists have discovered that every time we think, feel, or learn something new, a neural connection appears in our brain. Those things that we repeat the most, like a habit, make these connections grow stronger and stronger. And over time, the connections that we don't use grow weaker and eventually disappear. This is why our habits are automatic and we don't have to think before doing them. For example, because you practice brushing your teeth every day, it seems a lot more effortless than washing your dishes after you have eaten, even though both tasks take about the same amount of time to complete. But if you stop brushing your teeth for a few days, it will also begin to seem like a more difficult task. Some neuroscientists have suggested that we don't choose most of our behavior. Instead, it is programmed by these neural connections in our brain. Think about the tip of an iceberg, which is the smallest part. This represents all the things that we can choose consciously, such as solving a maths problem. The larger part of the iceberg is all about unconscious thoughts and feelings, which cause most of our behavior, like reacting to arguments in the same way again and again, even if afterwards we know it was wrong. This happens because we are not aware that we are controlled by our unconscious emotions. In this unconscious part of the mind, neural connections are strong. So most people don't think they can change how they act and react in situations. This automatic way of acting is what we call personality. But mostly it's just those thoughts, emotions and habits that we have repeated the most growing up and continue to repeat on a daily basis. But this can all be changed. Our intelligence, skills and personality can all be developed through practice. We can literally train our brains to become cleverer, to learn a new talent, or to think differently in situations. So to change ourselves, we need to change our brains by creating new connections and practicing them until they become strong and automatic. This means that stuff that we find hard now will become easier and easier the more we practice it. Think back to when you struggled to read. It would take you a while to get through a sentence, and now it's automatic. You don't need to stop and think about how to read words you already know. You just do it. Amazingly, meditation practice helps us change all of those things by creating new connections in many different parts of the brain, literally making your brain larger in size. So how do you practice meditation? Well, it's really simple. All you have to do is concentrate on your breathing and allow thoughts and feelings to come and go. With continuous practice, your skills of attention, concentration and awareness significantly increase. But it's actually quite hard to concentrate on your breath and nothing else. This is because on average, we have about 50,000 thoughts each day. 98% of those thoughts are the same thoughts as we had yesterday, and 80% of those thoughts are negative. Stress, worry, and irritability is a direct result of those thoughts, which are either regrets about the past, which we can no longer change, or worry about the future, which hasn't even yet happened. But we experience stress and worry in the present moment, causing us to behave in very unhelpful ways. The more we worry, the better we become at worrying, which is a negative habit. Overthinking leads to continuous stress, and continuous stress leads to mental health issues such as anxiety and depression. Meditation has been shown to decrease the size of the amygdala, which is the fear center of our brain, and this is where all our negative emotions and thoughts come from. It also decreases the level of stress hormone, cortisol, which overall means that you can deal with stressful situations a lot better. During meditation, you also learn the skill of how to watch your thoughts and emotions without reacting to them. This means that with continuous meditation practice, you can significantly change your behavior and even your personality. This can help you to achieve your personal goals because you're less likely to procrastinate or worry about other people's opinions about you. Scientists are still discovering all the other benefits of meditation, such as its ability to make you more creative, better at learning and remembering things, increasing self-confidence, and making you kinder towards other people around you. Leaders of big companies, athletes, and even pop stars use meditation as a way of training their minds. And the NHS now use meditation to treat a variety of mental health issues. It's even been shown that meditation is more effective than using drugs. Not bad, hey? For saying all you need to do is sit still for 20 minutes, close your eyes, and concentrate.
Continuous thinking creates stress. Continuous thinking in a sense of subconscious thinking. We don't know that we are thinking. No. It's just habit. The mind is what we say rumination. If that happens, Meaning show the microphone meaning show. If that happens, that will lead to stress and anxiety. This is to say, wandering mind leads to stress. And stress, chronic stress, increases the size of the amygdala. The amygdala is the fear center in the brain. That is why mindfulness is important. When we practice mindfulness, we become aware of our own thoughts, our own emotion, and they don't continue. So we don't accumulate stress and anxiety. That is to say, if we have a lot of stress, in the fear center of our brain, a lot of new neural connection will be created, which means in the prefrontal cortex, the calm and decision-making area of the brain, the neural connection will be shrinking and ultimately disappear. A low and low a tree yard. Madrid and Benetua Segato to shout a dream. I ludega say PC tango biro canary. A similar bit a yard cool jungle. Lemon lunem. Eddie John was say canona yaw diver, Eddie John with dreaming. A John with dreaming. I jump with dreaming so ye say PC more a little go. Did I chip at it? That they were in the net. The art and a bobby, to the not look at it. To the another. A miazuaro. But I hear the cool Devon Binyat who allotanger. A cool, from Jare Harry. The also take a go. Karuna Jang Lila. Compassion science. To me, I did allow it. Look. Blue loga ego. Say chanda on low name may have Pemashido. Do the lasha. At that Tariba. Do it. At all. Kanak the Madrid in Benet too low Liao tweed a dwigo auto mind of auto say. Any auto say can up saying Sega already good yet nine there, say PC mood to ado Pantilo. At the same PC mood Piedine. Oh now yet now by my sheet fear sentence. Amygdala look correct the oh now paper Sakaya. Amygdala. Any amygdala to a Gila. The connection is class seeded to Myala. To Myala, the Chania, Benia Tabira Chikaido, so the Shema she that say good dingy say that the shape I got now. Now, be the decision makings were some Piacha challenge low the owner, the Onauka, later low them a low. Taja stress Myara Lua. Oh, the cuckoo, some piames on the chidon charum city. Chidon charum city. Some piabis were never, Mama, you in the pit that day. Mapset Naimu, Malo Naimu Sure, negative at Duigani, looked at it, Yare. Tamsin Pan Loro, go winley, twelve, go pianchi. Exercise, meditation is the art of attention. The art of attention, attention paid, eye on sight. And I go exercise load, gym do the loop. Legend can to us all the way. Ta, oh now go legend can pay, emotion go legend can pay. Do a miazua, can I go a muscle go, legend can pay. Say a muscle, legend can pay. At the art and I say it. Dread that you, legend can be done. When you tell you G kind, when you tell you G that come, when you tell you G that come, Sega Dima Neva, Tatilo Chiba, Dilo Chiba, Dilo Chiba. Legend can look at legend can look at Yai. Do her to Arkauna. A cook the art time, now a cook the art time, Dilo. Oh, Tim Jim quit time, Chachanana time. Tim Jim, we are going to meditate. First, we are going to focus on our breathing. Breathing in, we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Breathe. Then we hold our breath. When we hold our breath, we also count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we breathe out. We can do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you think counting up to 5 is too long, you can start with 4, for example. You can start with 3, with 4. If you think counting up to 5 is too short, you can go as far as 7, maybe 9. You can count more. So this is up to you. But counting, say we count 5, 1, breathing in 1 to 5. Hold your breath 1 to 5. Breathing out 5 to 1. 5 to 1. We are not going to meditate very long, but we will do about 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. During the 8 minutes time, your mind will be wandering a few times. You should expect this. And it's okay. This is normal. Don't fight with yourself. Don't fight with your own wandering mind. Don't blame yourself. Okay? Don't be judgmental. Judgmental means, well, I can't do it, I can't do it, I can't do it. That kind of opinion is what we say being judgmental. So, breathing in and out, I have described the technique, and then about wandering mind. Okay, just accept it. When your mind starts wandering, what do? By the time you realize, you say, okay, this is automatic mind. This is automatic mind. This is automatic mind. This is how is it? How it is, without intending to think, the mind is just thinking. Habitude is out of habit. Just accept it. Don't go into fight or flight mode. Flight means ignoring. Don't ignore the wandering mind, and don't fight with the wandering mind. Fighting means trying to stop it, trying to force yourself to stop the wandering mind. That will not do. What we have to do is we just recognize it. We just acknowledge it. Okay, this is wandering mind. This is wandering mind. This is wandering mind. Or this is auto mind. This is auto mind. we acknowledge it. And then we return to breathing. We return to the breath. You will have some emotion as well, From thinking, there can be some emotion like stress, worry, anxiety. When you see them, just acknowledge them. This is worry, or this is anxiety, this is anxiety. Okay, just try to acknowledge that 3 or 4 times and then return to the breath. Return to the breath. If you feel some pain, some discomfort, physical discomfort, pay attention to the discomfort. Okay, this is physical discomfort. This is physical discomfort. Or maybe muscle tension. This is muscle tension. Muscle tension is like this. And then return to the breath. Always trying to return to the breath. When le shuda kama tekane ngati yidaba. When le de ne do de na. Na di pyama ayong le sai thaba. When le ko tekane ngati yidaba. Now we do. When le shu shai pi attack ko khana le aung thaba. Aung da kama le be de ne do le nga. Pi do ထွက်လေရှုထုတ်တဲ့အခါမှာငါလေးနေတေငါလေးသုံးနေတဲ့အဲ့ဒီလိုရည်တွက်ပါဖြည်းဖြည်းလေးရှုဆိုင်ပါဒါပေမဲ့နည်းနည်းလေးအားဆိုင်ပေးပါနည်းနည်းလေးအားဆိုင်ငကိုယ်ထက်ပိုပြီးအားဆိုင်ပါပြီးတော့ဖြည်းဖြည်းလေးရှုဆိုင်ပါခန္ဓာကိုယ်လျှော့ထားပါအကြောတွေတင်းမထားနဲ့Relax your mind, relax your body, relax your shoulders, the muscles around your forehead, around your face, your chin, even your hands and fingers, and trying to relax them. Take slow and gentle breathing, slow and gentle breathing. You might like to put in a little bit more effort than usual. Take a deeper and slower breath, deeper and slower breath than usual. Deeper and slower breath. Say လွင့်တဲ့အခါမှာလွင့်တဲ့စိတ်နဲ့သွားရမှာဖြစ်နိုင်တော့အော်ဒီမှာစိတ်ကလွင့်နေတယ်အော်တိုစိတ်ဖြစ်နေတယ်အော်တိုစိတ်ဖြစ်နေတာပါလားဆိုသူကိုလက်ခံလိုက်ပါအတိမတ်ပြုလိုက်ပါပြီးရင်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာပါဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာဘယ်နှကြိမ်ပဲစိတ်လွင့်အဲ့ဒီတိုင်းမှတ်ပါအဲ့ဒီတိုင်းအတိမတ်ပြုပါစိတ်ထဲမှာ worry တဲ့ anxiety တွေစိုးရိမ်မှုတွေရှိတယ်ဆိုရင်စိုးရိမ်တယ်ဒါစိုးရိမ်စိတ်လို့ခေါ်တယ်ဒါစိုးရိမ်စိတ်လို့ခေါ်တယ်စိုးရိမ်စိတ်လေးဖြစ်နေတယ်အဲ့ဒီလို acknowledge လုပ်ပါအတိမတ်ပြုပါဖြင်းဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာပါ 8 minutes now 7 minutes ပြည့်ပါပြီ7 minutes ပြည့်ပါwe will have time to do more one session but before we do that I'd like to ask if any of you has any question now the changeတရားထိုင်ဖို့ရှိတယ်7 minutes လောက်7 minutes 7 minutes လေးအချိန်နဲ့တိုးပြီးတော့အခု10 minutes ထိုင်လိုက်တာမေးခွန်းတွေရှိလားမရှင်းတာရှိလားအဲ့ဒါမျိုးဒီမှာ microphone လေးရှိတယ် microphone လေးယူပေးပါမေးလို့ရတယ်နော် microphone နဲ့မေးပါဖြောက်ဖြစ်ဖို့မလို့အဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေဒီတိုင်းနေနဲ့ရှိနေတာလူတိုင်းတိုင်းရှိနေအဲ့အတွေးတွေကမသိစိတ်ထဲမှာတွေးနေတယ်နှမျိုးရှိရနော်သိစိတ်နဲ့မသိစိတ်နဲ့ခဏတော့ကကြောက်သွားတဲ့ဟိုတဲ့ထဲမှာဗီဒီယိုထဲမှာသူပြသွားတဲ့ပုံလေးတစ်ခုက ice cream ပုံလေးလေ ice cream ဘူးလေးနော် ice cream မုန့်အဲ့ဒီ ice cream ကအပေါ်မှာမြင်နည်းနည်းပဲမြင်ရတယ်မမြင်ရတာအထဲမှာဒီသူတို့ဘာခေါ်တော့အဲ့ဒီချွန်းချွန်းနဲ့ဘူးလေးလေအဲ့ထဲမှာရှိနေတာပို့များဒီတိုင်းပါပဲကိုယ့်ရဲ့အတွေးကိုတရားမထိုင်ဘူးဆိုကိုယ့်အတွေးကိုကိုမြင်တာနည်းနည်းပဲမြင်ကိုယ့်အတွေးအများစုကိုမမြင်နိုင်တရားထိုင်တဲ့ခါကျတော့ice cream ကိုအဲ့ထဲမှာမထည့်ပဲနဲ့ဒီလိုဖန်ခွက်ထဲမှာထည့်လို့ဖြစ်အကုန်လုံးမြင်အဲ့ကြောင့်အတွေးတွေအရန်များလို့စိတ်ထဲမှာထင်မိသွားတာအဲ့ကြောင့်အတွေးတွေအဲ့လိုဖြစ်ရင်ဘာလုပ်ဖို့လို့တော့ဆိုသူ့ကိုလက်ခံရမယ်အတိမပြုရမယ်အဲ့ဒီအတိမပြုတာကိုပဲရိတ်တာမဖုံးတော့မှတ်တယ်လို့ခေါ်တယ်တွေးရင်တွေးတယ်မှတ်ပါတဲ့ရိတ်တာမှာအဲ့လိုပြောတယ်အခုကျတော့ဘုံကစကားလေးပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်တွေးတယ်ဆိုရင်တွေးတာကိုအတိမပြုလိုက်ပါအတိမပြုရပါဆိုအတိလေးနဲ့သွားကတ်ထားလိုက်တယ်တော့တွေးနေတယ်အလိုလျောက်တွေးနေတယ်အလိုလျောက်တွေးနေတယ်အဲ့လိုသွားပြီးတော့မှတ်ရင်အဲ့ဒီအတွေးရသွားတယ်ဝင်နေထွက်နေပြန်လာပြီးမှသူကပြန်လာဘာကိုကစုထားတာအနှစ်လာစုထားတာဟုတ်စုထားတာအုံနောက်ကိုနေတိုင်းအသုံးပြုတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့သူ့ကိုရေမစေးဘူးဒီခန္ဓာကိုနေတိုင်းရေချိုးပေးတယ်ဒီဥပ္ပဇာတွေလည်းပဲသုံးပြီးပြီဆိုရင်လျှော်တယ်စိတ်ကိုကြတော့အဲ့လို service မပေးဘူးတန်ရှင်ရေမလုပ်အဲအကြောင်းကြည်ချင်းအများကြီးဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါမထိတ်လိုက်နဲ့လက်ခံနဲ့ပြီးရင်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာလိုက်သူ့ပြန်လက်ခံလိုက်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာလိုက်သူ့ကိုလက်ခံသူ့ကိုတွေးတဲ့ခါမှာအဲ့ဒီတွေးတဲ့ခါမှာစိတ်ကဘာဖြစ်မကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်အဲ့ဒီမကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ကိုလက်ခံအဲ့မကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်အတိမပြုရမယ်နော်အော်မကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်နေတယ်အဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေကိုပျောက်စေချင်တာအဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေနဲ့ရန်တော်ဖြစ်နေသူဖြစ်နေတာဘာလို့ဒီလိုဖြစ်နေတာတော့မလာနဲ့မကြိုက်ဘူးအဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးပေါ့သူ့ကိုပျောက်စေချင်တာအဲ့ဒါလည်းပဲအတွေးနဲ့သွားရန်ဖြစ်နေအဲ့ဒီစိတ်လေးကိုမှတ်ပြီးအဲ့လိုမှတ်ပြီးရင်ဒီအတွေးတွေသူ့အတူပျောက်သွားတယ်အတွေးတစ်ခုကမြတ်စွာဘုရားပြောတာတော့ခဏလေးပဲနေတယ်တဲ့တိဗ္ဗမြတ်ရှင်တွေပြောတာတော့သူတို့ကတော့အဲ့လောက်ထိမမြင်နိုင်တယ်သူတို့ကတော့10မိနစ်ခွဲလောက်နေတယ်အတွေးတစ်ခုက10မိနစ်ခွဲပဲကြာတယ်10မိနစ်ခွဲဆိုတာစက္ကန့်60လောက်ပေါ့အဲ့ဒီထက်ပိုပြီးတော့ကြာရင်ဘာဖြစ်တော့ကိုကသူ့သွားဆွဲထားလို့ Mati when it was sweat. A dream. And I tell Eddie a dream, English join to release to let go. Eddie a dream did I shoot now? Then be down when it really she said. So his question is about having a lot of thought and what to do to get rid of them. So I tell him, you don't really need to get rid of your thought. If you're trying to get rid of your thought, you might end up creating more. What you have to do is to acknowledge them. In the video clip, there is a metaphor called iceberg and ice cream. The tip of iceberg, okay, if we don't meditate, if we don't have good mindfulness, we only see the tip of the iceberg of our thought. We don't see a lot of it. So when you close your eyes, you start training attention, your attention. In 2 or 3 minutes, you discover more. So if that's the case, you should be positive because you are discovering yourself. အတွေးတွေများများသွားတွေ့ရင်ဒါစစ်တဲ့ကြမဲ့ဟာမဟုတ်။နော်ဝန်တာမဲ့။ဘာလို့ဝန်တာတော့ဆိုတော့ကိုယ်အတွေးတွေကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့တွေ့ရ။အရင်တော့မတွေ့တဲ့အတွေးတွေကိုပြန်တွေ့ရတယ်။နောက်တစ်ဆင့်ဘာလုပ်ဖို့လို့လဲဆိုတော့အဲ့ဒီအတွေးတွေကို manage လုပ်တဲ့နည်းအဲ့ဒီနည်းလေးပဲလုပ်တယ်။အဲ့ဒီနည်းကိုအခုအသုံးပြုနေတဲ့ဝင်နေထွက်လေးကြီးဒါလေးခေါ်တယ်နော်။ဘယ်သူတွေရှိသေးတော့ဟိုနောက်မှာနောက် ဖုံလို့ဖြစ်လာမသိဘူးဖုံခဏနေတော့ကတစ်ချက်နှစ်ချက်လောက်ငိုက်တယ်ငိုက်တယ်ဆိုတာကဟိုခါတိုင်းအိတ်ငိုက်တယ်လို့ငိုက်တာမဟုတ်တစ်ချက်တစ်ချက်သူကလစ်သွားတယ်ဖုံကဟိုမနေ့9နိုင်ခွဲလောက်ထွက်လာတာဒီမနေ့စောပိုင်းကတခြားထနေရာမှာကုမ္ပဏီတစ်ခုမှဒီလိုပဲလုပ်ခဲ့တယ်မနေ့ကရဲ့တမြန်နေ့ကရဲ့ Summit Park View မှာ International School ကလေးတွေနဲ့တနေ့ကုန်ပေါ်လို့ရွှေကုံပေါ်လဲတက်တယ်သူတို့လည်းဒီလိုတရားထိုင်သင်ပေးရဆိုတော့နဲ့ပင်ပန်းနေတာပေါ့ခန္ဓာကိုပင်ပန်းတယ်ညတရားပွဲပြင်10နိုင်ကျော်မှမနေ့9နိုင်ခွဲနဲ့10နိုင်ကျော်ဘုန်းကြီးက overtime ဆင်းနေတာပေါ့အဲ့ဒါခန္ဓာကိုပင်ပန်းတဲ့ခါကျတော့အဲ့လိုတစ်ချက်လောက်ဖြစ်သွားတယ်ချက်ဖြစ်သွားဒါခန္ဓာကိုပင်ပန်းနေတာခန္ဓာကိုပင်ပန်းတဲ့ခါမှာကိုယ်ကတင်းထားတာလေတင်းထားတာဝင်လေထွက်လေကြည့်ပြီးတော့ဒီလိုအတိလေးတိဆောက်နေတဲ့ခါကျတော့ resist လုပ်နေတဲ့ဟာတင်းထားတဲ့ဟာအဲ့ဟာမရှိတော့ခန္ဓာကိုယ်သူပင်ပန်းနေတယ်ဆိုတော့သူပြောပြတယ်အဲ့သူပြောပြတယ်နေခန္ဓာပါရရှိသေးတယ် Have you got anything, Cyrus?
So I want to ask about the science behind the breathing. If meditation is about the practice of recognize your own thoughts and searching deep into your mind, thinking, then how does the breathing link to that? Is the breathing, is that just a tool to have, does it help you have something to focus on? Or is there, or the way that you breathe actually activates something? What is the reason behind so much focus on breathing?
2 points. When we focus on breathing, we are simply using breathing as an object to train attention, attention training. consider the sense experiences that we have. We can't really use the object of the eye. Unless you are a very skillful meditator, people open their eyes and they may look at a color, they may look at a candle. They can do that instead of breathing. But in our case, not only that is safe, but breathing is there all the time. And we need to connect with this. So we use breathing to do the attention training. That's one point. The other point is physiological reason. When we do breathing, we are supplying oxygen to the body. Primary to our lung, from our lung to our heart, from the heart through the arteries and vein, throughout the body, even to the brain. How long we can survive with the oxygen? Not very long. So by doing this, we are supplying oxygen, the necessary oxygen. Now, are we very good at supplying oxygen to our body? Only if we do exercise, physical exercise. Otherwise, we never supply enough oxygen, especially when the mind is under pressure, when the mind is under distress. Sometimes we just forget to breathe and we sigh. That means stress affects our breathing pattern. It affects the health of our lung, our heart. For these two reasons. If we want to add one more, we can say breathing is always there. It's always there. And we don't usually look at our breathing judgmentally. But the other part of the body, we are very judgmental. The hair, people are very judgmental about their hair. About the hairdo, which kind of hairstyle they want to do. You know, and they judge other people's hairstyle, head, and they judge about themselves. They look at them. But people never judge about their breathing. So to train the mind to be non-judgmental, breathing is very good. The hair, not very good. It's not very good. We're terrible with hair because we just have, millions of opinions. Amy, anything? Okay. Now the cool who year to a heady cover, Arali Jackson. She, Arali Jackson. Tala to do that. This is another one from Yale University. Here, take it to us, my World Economic Forum, Piara. They are tiny example. Tala, oh, not young, or not young.
One of the things that seems to stand in our way of being happy is that shit happens. Now, this is actually the common denominator for all human experience. The fact is that even if we are the luckiest, most effective people on the planet, life sometimes deviates from our plan. And it's just like Rolling Stone said, you can't always get what you want. And that can be quite stressful. But of course, we all know that shit happens. What is less well known is that we also all have the power to achieve our experience in this shit, to train and learn how to have a better attitude about it, and how to suffer less through really anything that might happen to us. Today I'm going to show you evidence that this kind of training can not only make you feel better, it can also change the way that your brain works. And the key practice I'm going to talk about is the practice of mindfulness. Now, mindfulness is rooted in ancient Buddhist traditions that are aimed at the cessation of suffering. And It's actually part of a system of practices that include things like loving kindness, generosity, and compassion, and it's cultivated through the practice of mindfulness meditation. In a secular context, mindfulness has actually been studied for over 30 years, and many scientists, including me, think about it in a two-component process, where the first component is attention that is oriented to this present moment, to whatever is happening to you, so you can engage with your life. The second component is attitude, and it's attitude that's open, it's curious, and it's accepting of this moment exactly as it is. And one classic instruction is to pay attention on purpose and without judgment, or in the words of the Beatles, you just let it be. Now, why might training like this be useful? Well, one reason is because most of us are incredibly distracted pretty much all the time, and we miss a lot of what's happening to us. One study showed that our minds are actually wandering almost 50% of the time, and during every single activity, even during sex. And what's worse is that mind wandering is actually related to being unhappy, and that suggests that being mindful in itself might make you happier. And it leaves you a lot more time and energy to act wisely and make good decisions. That means that being mindful allows you to respond to the world rather than react to it. And how does mindfulness do that? Well, one way it does it is by altering the brain's defaults. That is a default mode network, and you can think of it as our autopilot. It's a network of regions that's more active when our mind is spontaneously wandering and less active when we're focused on a task. And to test whether mindfulness meditation altered these defaults, we recruited experienced mindfulness meditators, not Buddhist monks, but healthy Western adults who just happened to meditate for many years, kind of like me. And we then scanned their brains using fMRI and compared their brain activity to the brain activity of well-matched control who've never meditated. What we found is that experienced meditators actually report a significant lower amount of mind wandering and less activity and connectivity in their default mode network. Does it mean that you all need to practice many, many years to change your defaults? Apparently not. Much less training already starts changing your defaults. In one study, stressed adults were recruited and randomized into one of two conditions. They either did intensive mindfulness training for 3 days or 3 days of control training. The results showed that even after 3 days of intensive mindfulness training, there were already some similar changes to the default mode network that were similar to what we saw with the experienced meditators. In addition, those who meditated also showed a reduction in an inflammation marker that is related to disease risk. In comparison, those who did the control training actually showed an increase in this inflammation marker. In addition, the default mode network actually was responsible for some of the reduction in inflammation. This suggests that mindfulness training changes your brain, it changes your emotional experience, and it changes your body in a way that makes you more resilient to stress and disease. And there's even more good news here. You might start noticing some of the benefits of mindfulness meditation as soon as the first time that you try. We tested this in a few recent studies. We recruited individuals who've never meditated, and we randomized them to either meditate for 10 minutes for the first time or do a control activity for 10 minutes. We then tested their performance on a task required with accuracy and speed. What we found is that those individuals who meditated for the first time, overall, were faster or more accurate than those who didn't meditate. And we also saw changes in brain activity that suggested that their brains are more attuned to the task, allowing them to perform better. What this means is that in the time that it might take you to just briefly check your email, you might try to meditate for 10 minutes and you might have an improvement in your cognitive performance. So in conclusion, I invite you to ask yourself, do I want to be more focused? Do I want to be more present? Do I want to have more time and energy to act wisely and make good decisions? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you might want to try mindfulness meditation. Now, mindfulness is not for everyone and it's not a panacea, but we know that it can fundamentally alter your brain's defaults. We know that it can reduce your stress and make you more focused. And importantly, it can allow you to live in this moment, accepting it exactly as it is, maybe even loving it exactly as it is, even if shit happens. Thank you very much.
So the point is that it alters your brain and you're more resilient to stress and disease. Disease because the inflammation marker will not be active if you do mindfulness. The year that the World Economic Forum in Switzerland, the Gupalong see why the Marigo to Abiro, 3% down holder, not the Hanga. How many judges? The Pavions or a Tibanga တွေ့ရှိထားတာဗုဒ္ဓဘာသာတွေနှစ်ပေါင်းမြောက်များစွာထောင်နဲ့ချီပြီးတော့လေ့ကျင့်လာတဲ့ဒီတရားထိုင်တဲ့နေရာဘုန်းတော်ကိုကောင်းစေတယ် နောက်ကောင်းစေနောက်ဆုံးဟာသူက7 မိနစ်ပဲတခါမှတရားမထိုင်ဘူး7 မိနစ်ပဲတရားထိုင်ခိုင်းတရားထိုင်အဲ့7 မိနစ်တရားထိုင်တဲ့လူနဲ့လုံးဝတရားမထိုင်တော့အလုပ်လာလုပ်တာတရားထိုင်တဲ့လူကအလုပ်လုပ်တဲ့နေရာမှာပို့ပြီးတော့တိကျတယ်ပို့ accurate ဖြစ်တယ်ပို့တိကျတယ်attune to task ဆိုတာကစိတ်ကအလုပ်ထဲမှာပို့ရောက်တယ်ဟိုဒီမရောက်ဘူးနောက်တစ်ခုကခန္ဓာကိုယ်လည်းပို့ပြီးတော့ကျန်းမာစေဘုံမလို့လူတိုင်းမွေးလာတဲ့အခါမှာဟို inflammation marker ဆိုတာကယောဂဖြစ်စေတဲ့ cell ကပါပြီးသားပဲအဲ့ဒီယောဂဖြစ်စေတဲ့ cell ကတကယ်လို့တရားထိုင်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကိုယ့်ရဲ့stress ကိုကိုင်တွယ်နေတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ကို emotion ကိုတည်တဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်ဆိုအဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တွေကဒီယောဂဖြစ်စေတဲ့ inflammation cell တွေ active မဖြစ်ဘူးဆိုလိုတာကvirus တွေဖြစ်ပေါ်လာဆိုရင်ကိုယ်ခံအားကောင်းတယ်ပေါ့အဲ့ဒါလေးပြောတာso we do this time 10 minutes okay 2 minutes increase 2 minutes increase ကိုယ့်ရဲ့အတွေးကိုဒီတိုင်းပဲလက်ခံနော်တွေးနေတယ်အလိုလျောက်တွေးနေတယ်အလိုလျောက်တွေးနေတယ်အဲ့လို3ချိန်4ချိန်လက်ခံတိုင်းဖြစ်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်သွားပါအဲ့ဒီအတွေးကိုမကြိုက်ဘူးဆိုရင်မကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်နေပြီမကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်နေပြီအဲ့လိုမှတ်တယ်အဲ့လိုမကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်နေတယ်မကြိုက်တဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်နေတယ်အတွေးခဏဖြစ်လို့စိတ်ညစ်တယ်ဆိုစိတ်ညစ်နေတယ်စိတ်ညစ်တယ်ဆိုတာဒါပြောတာပါလားလိုချင်တာမရလို့ဖြစ်တဲ့စိတ်ညစ်မှုစိတ်ညစ်နေတယ်အဲ့လိုလေကြည်ပြင်းဝင်နေထွက်လေစီပြန်သွားပါအတွေးတွေတွေ့လိုက်မယ်အတွေးတွေမတွေ့ရခါတိုင်းမတွေ့ရအတွေးတွေတွေ့ရလိုက်မယ်စိတ်လွှင့်လိုက်မယ်မျောလင့်ထားပါမျောလင့်ထားဘာမှမဖြစ်ဘူးလွှင့်တဲ့စိတ်လိုက်ပြီးတော့သိပေးအောင်ပဲပြင်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာခန္ဓာကိုယ်ကညောင်းတာညာတာဖြစ်တဲ့ဆိုရင်ညောင်းတဲ့နေရာစီကို attention ပို့လိုက်ပါအာယုံပို့လိုက်ပါသွားပြီးတော့သိလိုက်ပါဘယ်နေရာလေးမှာညောင်းနေတယ်ဘယ်နေရာလေးမှာနားနေတယ်အဲ့လိုလက်ခံပြင်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်လာပါ breathing in 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 gentle and slow breathing gentle and slow breathing you may put a little bit more effort into this okay? Relax your body it's okay if you feel tired it's okay don't try to stay alert just let it be okay. Don't resist anything don't resist sleepiness don't resist tiredness just trying to pay attention to breathing and then when you feel tired pay attention to the exhaustion of the body exhausted body be compassionate towards yourself no need to be too judgmental minutes now. 7 minutes. 7 minutes. If you don't fight with your thought, despite having many thoughts, if you just trying to recognize them, let them go, recognize them, let them go, you still feel relaxed and calm, despite having many thoughts. ကိုယ်အတွေးကိုကိုယ်ပြန်ပြီးတော့ရံမဖြစ်ဘူးဒေါသနဲ့မကြည့်ဘူးအဲ့ဒီဒေါသအကြည့်မဲ့စားသူတို့ပေါ်လာတဲ့အခါမှာမှတ်လိုက်တယ်ပြီးရင်သူ့ကိုလွတ်လိုက်တယ်ဝင်လေထွက်လေစီပြန်သွားတယ်အဲ့လိုလုပ်တယ်ဆိုရင်အတွေးများပဲမဲ့10 မိနစ်လောက်ထိုင်ပြီးတဲ့အခါမှာခန္ဓာကိုယ်ပေါ့သွားတယ်ခန္ဓာကိုယ်ပေါ့သွားတယ်အတွေးတွေလုံးဝမရှိမှခန္ဓာကိုယ်ပေါ့သွားတာမဟုတ်ဘူးအဲ့အတွေးကိုကင်တွယ်တတ်ဖို့လိုအပ်တာNow I want to talk about compassion a little. Karuna chang nai phyo ching. So we're going to watch one video how compassion is important, especially for the problem of burnout. Okay. Karuna ka belo kaung lo Parama sono ko chin sa sait po. Lu tayaw ye pyatana ko ဒီမှာဖြစ်ပြီးတော့သူစိတ်ညစ်နေမှာပဲစိတ်ဆင်းရဲနေမှာပဲသူဒုက္ခအကြောင်းတွေးပြီးတော့ကိုချင်းစာရဲ့စိတ်လေးပွားပြီးအဲ့လိုပွားပြီးတဲ့ဆိုရင်ကိုချင်းစာလေးပွားတယ်ဒါလည်းပဲ stress management မျိုးပဲစိတ်ဖြစ်စီမှုကိုဂိုင်းတွယ်နေကိုချင်းစာဆဲနေပြီးတော့ကရုဏာအရောက်အောင်ဘယ်လိုလုပ်တော့ကိုချင်းစာတဲ့စိတ်နဲ့ကရုဏာနဲ့ဘယ်လိုခွာချလဲကိုချင်းစာတဲ့စိတ်ကလူတယောက်နေမကောင်းမှုဆိုရင်နေမကောင်းတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မလို့သူစိတ်ညစ်နေမှာပဲခန္ဓာကိုယ်ကလည်းပဲစားတောက်တွေပြတ်နေမလားအိပ်ရည်တွေပြတ်နေမလားအလုပ်တွေပြတ်နေမလားခန္ဓာကိုယ်immunity တွေထိခိုက်နေလားအဲ့ဒါမျိုးတွေးပြီးတော့ကိုချင်းစားတာသူတို့ရဲ့ဝေဒနာကိုဝိုင်းပြီးတော့ခံစားပြီးတာအဲ့ဒါကိုချင်းစားတယ်ခေါ်ကရုဏာကြတော့ပါဆိုကရုဏာကြတော့ကူညီခြင်းနဲ့စိတ်မွေးတယ်အဲ့ဒီပြဿနာတွေကိုသူနေမကောင်းတဲ့ပြဿနာနဲဆောင်ဘယ်လိုလုပ်ရင်ကောင်းမလဲမသိဘူးtax လေးနဲ့အားပေးရမလားစားစရာတောက်စရာလေးပေးမလားအမို့ဆောင်းစီသွားပြီလားဆောင်းညွန်ပေးရမလားအဲ့ဒါမျိုးကိုကြီးချင်းနဲ့စိတ်မွေးဖွာတကယ်လဲတနည်းနည်းနဲ့ကူညီတယ်အဲ့ဒါကြတော့ကရုဏာ compassion လူအများစုကကရုဏာကိုတနာတယ်လို့ပြောပြီးတော့ဘာသာပြန်ရင်တနာတယ်ဆိုရင်ဘာသာပြန်တာတော့မှန်တယ်တော့မှန်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အယူဆလွဲနေတယ်တဏှာယုံနဲ့တော့ကရုဏာမဖြစ်ဘူးနော်ကိုကြီးခြင်းနဲ့စိတ်ရှိမှကရုဏာဖြစ်တာတချို့ကရွဲ့တယ်လို့ဘာလို့လဲတဏှာတယ်လူတယောက်ကိုနဲ့မတက်တဲ့လူတယောက်ဒုက္ခရောက်တာကိုလေတဏှာပါတယ်အမှန်တဏှာတာမဟုတ်စိတ်ထဲမှာပျော့နေတာအဲ့ဒါမျိုးတွေလည်းဖြစ် Many people think compassion is weakness. Compassion, according to Buddhism and according to science, compassion is an emotional response to suffering, to problem, to stress, to anxiety. So when we have stress, we should feel compassionate towards ourselves. If we don't do that, we get carried away by our own stress, our own anxiety. Then what's the difference between empathy and compassion? Empathy is about feeling other people's pain. If someone is not well, this person, maybe physically the immunity is weak at this point in time, and they may feel emotionally vulnerable, they may feel low, and that may affect the whole family, the environment, that sort of thing. Just trying to relate to their pain. That's empathy. But compassion necessarily involves taking some action to help those people. So empathy plus action is compassion. More compassion. That's the Awunji. Now, Pamokai Pure.
In my job, I meet people on the worst day of their life. I'm an intensivist, a physician who specializes in intensive care medicine. If you become my patient, it's because you need life-sustaining therapies in the ICU. Lately, I've been rethinking how I care for people. Let me tell you why. On February 27, 2007, on a snowy stretch of highway outside of Uppsala, Sweden, two buses collided head-on. This is what was left of one of the buses. 6 people died, but miraculously 56 people were saved. 5 years later, researchers asked the question, what do survivors remember? They interviewed every survivor, and using a rigorous qualitative research methodology, they found 2 common themes in the data. The first was expected, the physical pain that they felt at the moment of impact. But the other theme, a lack of compassion from the caregivers and all the hospitals. That's what they remembered 5 years later. These data have begun to open my eyes to a stark reality. In healthcare, we are in the midst of a compassion crisis. Scientists define compassion as an emotional response to another's pain or suffering, involving an authentic desire to help. It's different from sympathy or empathy, which are the feeling and understanding components, in that compassion also involves taking action. So here are the data. Research from Harvard University found that nearly 50% of Americans believe that our healthcare system and our providers are not compassionate. 2/3 of patients have had a meaningful healthcare experience with a lack of compassion. Rigorous research show that 70% of opportunities for compassion are missed by physicians, and compassion comprises less than 1% of all communications by physicians to patients. These data are compounded by an epidemic of burnout in healthcare providers. Burnout is characterized by depersonalization, which is an inability to make a personal connection. And in the era of electronic medical records, rigorous research shows that healthcare providers spend more time looking into computer screens than looking patients in the eyes. Based on all of these data, I conclude we have a compassion crisis indeed. But here's the big question. Does it matter? Does compassion really matter? Now you may say, of course compassion matters. We have a moral imperative. It's part of the art of medicine. And of course I agree. But is compassion just in the art of medicine? Or are there also evidence-based effects belonging in the science of medicine? And what is the evidence? In addition to being an intensivist, I'm also a physician scientist. In other words, I'm a research nerd. I like data, and my hypothesis was that compassion matters for patients, for patient care, and for those who care for patients. So I went to the biomedical literature, and I used a methodology called systematic review. So over 2 years through the National Library of Medicine, I reviewed more than 1,000 scientific abstracts, more than 200 200 research studies in total. And today I share with you what I found. The effects of compassion on patients, on patient care, and specifically the cost of care, and on those who care for patients, our healthcare providers. There are more than 20 distinct mechanisms of action by which compassion can have beneficial effects on patients. Let's go to the data. Let's start with the practical. If you have compassion for patients, you may be more likely to be meticulous about their care or have higher quality standards and lower likelihood of making a major medical error. But there are also physiological effects. Compassion can buffer stress-mediated disease. Compassion can also modulate a patient's experience of pain. There are neuroendocrine effects. So in patients with diabetes, research shows that high physician compassion is associated with an 80% higher odds of optimal blood sugar control and 40% lower odds of acute metabolic complications. There are also immune system effects. So in a University of Wisconsin study in patients with a common cold, high physician compassion as rated by patients was associated with enhanced immune response, shorter duration of symptoms, and lower severity of symptoms. And importantly, compassion can impact patient self-care. If you care deeply about patients, and they know that, they may be more likely to take their medicine. In a Johns Hopkins study of 1,700 patients with HIV, researchers asked patients, does your physician know you as a person? Knowing the patient as a person was associated with 33% higher odds of adherence to therapy and 20% higher odds of having no detectable virus in the blood. Compassion has also been associated with lower healthcare costs, which are a major factor in the health of our economy. In primary care, for example, research from the University of Rochester and UC Davis have shown that compassionate, patient-centered care is associated with lower discretionary resource utilization. So fewer diagnostic tests, fewer referrals to specialists, fewer unnecessary hospitalizations, and lower total healthcare charges. So here's the bottom line. If healthcare providers actually spend more time talking to patients, maybe we don't need so many tests and referrals. But what about time? We've all heard the expression, time is money, but time is also a vital factor in the efficiency and the economics of healthcare. So here's a staggering number, 56. Research from Harvard University shows that 56% of physicians believe they do not have time for compassion. This is in the context of a classic study from Princeton University on helping behaviors, which found that it wasn't the intrinsic belief of the importance of helping by the potential helper, it was whether or not the potential helper believed they had enough time to help. So how long does it actually take for a meaningful expression of compassion? To address this, researchers from Johns Hopkins University did a randomized controlled trial in patients with cancer who were having a consultation with the oncologist. And in this randomized trial, the primary outcome measure was anxiety. And if you have cancer, it's a pretty important outcome measure. So they found that patients randomized to a compassion intervention from the oncologist had less anxiety than usual care. So what was the compassion intervention? I can describe it for you, but instead I'm just going to read it to you. From the oncologist at the beginning of the consultation. I know this is a tough experience to go through, and I want you to know that I am here with you. Some of the things that I say to you today may be difficult to understand, so I want you to feel comfortable in stopping me. If something I say is confusing or doesn't make sense, we are here together, and we will go through this together. And at the end of the consultation, the oncologist said, I know this is a tough time for you, and I want to emphasize again that we are in this together. I will be with you each step along the way. So how long did that take? They timed it 40 seconds. So this randomized trial shows that all you need is 40 seconds of compassion to make a meaningful difference. Importantly, 40 seconds of compassion can be a powerful therapy for the giver too. And this is important because these data are not just applicable to healthcare workers, but to everyone here today. Science shows that compassion for others can have a direct, positive effect on your own well-being. Neuroscience studies show that compassion for others can trigger reward pathways in the brain and positive emotion that can buffer or even counteract the activation of stress pathways and negative emotion. So, in effect, compassion for others can make you forget your own worries, at least temporarily. So now this is where this science meets the personal. A couple of years ago, after nearly 20 years of working in the ICU and meeting people on the worst day of their life, I came to a stark realization. I had almost every symptom of burnout. And let me assure you, that's not a good place to be. It can be a dark place. Currently, the recommended prescription for burnout is what I call escapism. Get away, detach, pull back, go on some nature hikes or whatever. But I was not buying it because I believed that the antidote to burnout had to be at the point of care. In personal connection, human connection, not an escape. So what was I supposed to do? Well, I did the only thing I knew how to do. I took the research-nerd approach. And armed with the data that 40 seconds of compassion can be a powerful therapy for the giver too, I decided to do an experiment on myself. I was the only research subject in this experiment. I was the N of one. So I tested the hypothesis that my 40 seconds of compassion would transform my experience. I connected more, not less. Cared more, not less. Leaned in rather than pulling back. And that was when the fog of burnout began to lift. My 40 seconds of compassion changed everything for me. Now you might be thinking, I'm speaking on the power of compassion. I must be the most compassionate doctor. But the truth, if I'm being honest, is that I'm still a work in progress. I'm working hard at compassion every day, but I see it now. And thankfully, science shows that change can happen. I used to think that people were either wired for compassion or they were not. But the preponderance of evidence in the scientific literature, both in healthcare workers and the general population, shows quite clearly that compassionate behaviors can, in fact, be learned. And that is good news indeed. So now it's time to answer the big question that I posed to you at the beginning. Does compassion matter? My systematic review of the literature now complete. 1,000 scientific abstracts, 200 research manuscripts, and one life-changing N of one experiment behind me. I now conclude with confidence. Compassion matters. For patients, for patient care, and for those who care for patients. Compassionate care belongs in the domain of evidence-based medicine. I no longer believe in this paradigm behind me, this historical paradigm. I now believe in this one. Because I found that there is science in the art of medicine. And the science is strong. I like to call this field compassionomics. It's the convergence of the science and the art of medicine. I will close just by acknowledging that you don't have to be a healthcare worker to feel burnt out. And if you do, I suggest that you test the compassion hypothesis for yourself. Do your N1 experiment. Look and see those around you in need of compassion and give them your 40 seconds of compassion. See how it transforms your experience. And don't do it because I say so. Do it because science says so. 40 seconds of compassion can change everything for a patient. It changed everything for me. It can change everything for you too. And that is the power of 40 seconds.
Not later. Not later, but the children were nasal, not later. Karuna, Pelu Yejido, Karuna, Anechemo, Karuna, Lu Pobro Chama said stress management at the Domjuyan. A low Ayam Yarakama. Oh, Karuna, a low called a sound Yidama. Karuna, my said name. Sweet ma Pasca, tie me there, tie me there. The town there, Kunakuni, bigger Satoni. Lu Chao Tea, Nasa Chao, attention. Nani Jarekama. The town is Sanakul. Eddie, attention and Durigo, Durina Maria, Sebas and Durina Pablo, Durina Loracajaro. Naku Tinishasha, Duyare, the Rupior. The Kuaro Kanago, Najina. Now the Kuaro. Yauka de Seoni. Now twigger a sound ceremony. Karuna Mishi. Karuna Mishi. At a time, this sound I see you him. Sekuni tomorrow. Net pound say. Togudu, Arab Jamir Sunaji, Karunaga. Sekudai a yebana, Longama a yebana. Siamo Amiazuka Harvard University at Turina Lutheran, Nasa Chow, Yakai no, tomorrow. Drew Karuna the Chemishu look sure. Karuna the Chemishu. As American Nangama, Louis, Nasa I know Joa, Drew ye, Drew Nanga, Seo Sega, Sekudamuko. Jenamu Mishi. Look a yao de yama, the yao lape, Droa, oh, Karuna, Meta Karuna Shide, Siaone, Tuyarelo, said him a cancer. Ta yeji and a American, Sapin at Lao, Totata, Navido, PCD by a Jamie de resources, the Senator Gabalo and the Sanga can know through. Nangamba tonally. Sasa to me at a potone. Busy by sense of popis on them. Tabama Papsilo Lulune and Dilo burn out so that Chico Lepanjara. Chico Lepanjar Plutina. Chico Lepanjai Sakabjora Niama. Connection Machido. Ema Midansu to do nearly depersonalized load as Suraka. Diawe Kanzamu, Diawe say Chandamu, Diawe say Doka, Erao. Now Diauka, Kumasaido. Nane must sign also repose and muni. Diau have Jobas in near like what Akarana Joni Rabe, so we don't say to re. Disconnect load at our burn out local. Low Nanquima, Lobo campaign changing. The out Jora, the Yauga, not humble. a chemical, a chemical, say more in Zabu Swinta, burn out lakana, when it happened. Chick on Labanja. Chick on Labanja, the nego nene suit hare, say PC Muga, Miaza Vido, chick on Labanja. Tapsin Peloloam Hazo, two things in the other, two things in Saudi, Dida Suyene, a local holiday you like, Kanalit now like the Pido town by Platan like Tepido, Tumia Setoka, John Lapjoy, Zero Namatown, a loop your adult desire Mayo. Mayona Kataron, Nane Jojo. The road Amuta Seta do a Sajidama, Tabiro, 2 days not load. 2 days not the a jimbo, a jincho bound a town to pet. To Miade, to Karuna and Patapro, allowed to lead at her. Sadanja or Neajo. Error systematic reviews are error low piroma. The lecture how to pay the Sao Yitarashi. I chemisu, pure sound, Luna Diago, Karuna, Tavo, I came below to Amaso, 40 seconds. The minute on my view, the minute, Tompo, Napo Melura. Hello, champion, but look a Joe to the Yashin so. A mule Nesella to Jobja, a Yamian look. The Jane and not hard on a column mummy. No. The blood sugar, a direct counter de yo, immunity direct counter de yo. At a compa. Now stress go cangorenium a counter de yo. To pure Tuaratema Moparacuaro, Lutu une to Sessan. Intrapersonal communication and a book counter. Taja Karuna Tiat and baby. So I'm going to share with you compassion meditation, maybe for about 6 minutes. The first is to think of your own stress. When you think of your own stress, I want you to change your attitude. Your stress is your only child. Pay attention to that. Your conscious mind is the parents, is the mother, the father. The mother who has only one child pay 100% attention to her child when her child is crying. So when you feel stressed out, your body is crying, your brain is crying. Psychologically, your subconscious mind is crying. It's a call for help. It's not weakness to acknowledge your stress. It's not weakness to acknowledge your exhaustion. Actually, it's strength. So recognize that. Embrace your own stress. Visualize the situation, revisit the situation where you feel stressed. Maybe in the meeting, maybe in planning, maybe in talking to staff, maybe in talking to customers, in talking to our partners, like this. Just revisit. We call them stress, source of stress. Source of stress. Revisit them. Acknowledge the stress. Embrace the stress with compassion. Empathy and compassion. So first is your own stress. Think about a few incidents. And then the stress of your own nearest and dearest one. Trying to relate to their stress. Embrace their stress with compassion. Second one. The third one, embrace the stress of your colleagues. your work colleagues. Number 4, embrace the stress of the people not related to you. Another company, maybe in the supermarket, maybe bus driver, maybe people you see on the street, people who are not related to you. Trying to relate to their stress. 4. Okay, all together. Number 1, yourself. Number 2, people near and dearest to you. Nearest, dearest. Number 3, your colleagues. Number 4, people from outside. Trying to relate to their stress. Embrace their stress. Embrace their stress with compassion. Just as the mother would comfort her child. Okay. Use your compassion to comfort yourself when you have stressed out. Karuna Tya Taina, Lay Osu Time. Lay Osu Sura, a sin lazy. Padma the Sangaro, go say PC Mushira, go sing your dahari, go worry, anxiety shia. Eddie innate chain of gentry. Kasi de Niala. လုပ်ငန်းခွင်မှာစကားပြောတဲ့ခါလားအစည်းအဝေးထဲမှာလားအိမ်မှာမိသားစုနဲ့ပြောစကားပြောတဲ့ခါလားအဲ့ဒါတွေးပြီးတော့တွေးရတဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်စီမှု stress ကိုကရုဏာနဲ့လက်ခံပါကရုဏာနဲ့ပွေ့ဖက်ပါမိခင်ကသူ့ရဲ့တူးဒီသောရင်သွေးကိုယာနှုံးပြီးattention ပေးတယ် attention ပေးပြီးတော့သူ့ရဲ့ကလေးကို comfort လုပ်တယ်နှစ်သိမ့်ဒီတိုင်းပါပဲ stress ဖြစ်နေတဲ့မိမိကိုနှစ်သိမ့်ပါနှစ်သိမ့်ပါ it's okay it's okay stress ဖြစ်နေတဲ့မိမိကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ embrace လုပ်ပါ stress ကိုသွားပြီးတော့ရံမဖြစ်နဲ့သွားပြီးတော့လည်းပဲလိလူမရှုနဲ့လိလူရှုရင်သူပို့ပြီးတော့အားကောင်းတာသူသွားပြီးတော့ရံဖြစ်နေပြီသူပို့အားကောင်းတာနံပါတ်1ကမေးပြီးတော့နံပါတ်2ကျတော့ကိုယ်နဲ့ဘဝတိုင်းမှာကိုယ်နဲ့ရင်းနှီးတဲ့ပုဂ္ဂိုလ်တူနှစ်ဦးလားမိသားစုတဲ့ဖြစ်ရင်ဖြစ်မယ်ခြေစုံတငယ်ချင်းတွေဖြစ်ရင်ဖြစ်မယ်သူတို့ရဲ့စိတ်ဖြစ်မှုတို့ရဲ့ stress ကိုဒါတွေးပြီးတော့ဥမာကလေးဒီចောင်းသားဆိုရင်ခုစံမွေးပွဲနီးလာတဲ့ခါကျတော့စံပွဲကြောင့်ဖြစ်တဲ့ stress လေးတွေဒါမျိုးနံပါတ်3ကျတော့လှုပ်ဖို့ခံဖက်လုပ်ငန်းမှာတော့အတူတူလုပ်တယ်လို့တယောက်ရဲ့ stress ကိုသွားပြီးတော့တွေးကြည့်ပါ stress ဖြစ်တော့အတွေးမှားတာတွေ stress ဖြစ်တော့အလုပ်တစ်ခုလုပ်တဲ့နေရာမှာအချိန်ကြန့်ကြာတာတွေ nervous ဖြစ်တာတွေတော်တော်နဲ့မလုပ်ရဲမပြောရဲမဆိုရဲဖြစ်တာတွေအဲ့ဒါတွေးပြီးတော့ကရုဏာပွားပါတနာကျင်တဲ့စိတ်လေးမွေးနောက်ဆုံးတစ်ခုကတော့နောက်ဆုံးတစ်အုပ်စုကတော့ကိုယ်နဲ့မပတ်သက်တဲ့ဈေးရဖြစ်မယ်ဘတ်ကားဒရိုင်ဘာတွေဖြစ်မယ်တခြားဒီလိုgardening လုပ်တဲ့လူတွေဖြစ်မယ်ဒါပေမဲ့သူတို့ရဲ့ stress ကိုတွေးကြည့်ပါသူတို့ရဲ့ stress ကိုတွေးကြည့်ပြီးတော့ကရုဏာနဲ့ကြည့်ပါ Okay 6 minutes compassion meditation ချိန်ပြည့်ပါပြီ The time is up now. Any question? I can take 2 questions if you have. About compassion, make one shit, make one naku people. Karuna, the other, chain the other, ned, chain it heavily, you put common. How it met idea of Yamet. Microphone is big, but you might be Go Karuna Tana Cat. A chisel thing a chanty up. Come a chisel. The Kone go meet and she go me by Pim me. One of my Pim me. Throw say Pisimushida come. Go and throw a bit in the la, Pimatim, a bit in Mesa, throw a beat. It's something a gentioka to go mad lomi. To go a bit in la. A bit in Mesa to go a beat. I pong some you. Eddie, go something a jingle who are beat the loop and go a beat. Go thing a jingle can be cheaper. Yan to look machine. And the low wallow yamba, METTA, put a bones and METTA, Poraka, you so that you're a Mahopuno. Jama was a channel, till you net to a METTA, why am a young thing. Jama was a Suraka, the Majama Muye Doka. No, yoga pin, Doka, I Doka will say to him, Nanelli do it. Peter Majama was a look Juraka, Jama set him up. Mahoyan, Yamazagam Shiva make one namle. Jama was a pioneer. Tikana Goya, Majama Mapsibo Palauti Duedo, so that later Karakajaro, Kumanita Matanda, Karakajaro Mohobu, Mateo Jimachida has Masaina Lude, Nyai Pama. Araja, Jama, Tiloham, you, Tuchin, Tokago, focus Robiro, Jama was a joy. Diaga Karuna, said Elumolo and the Pomono could namle the Palilo be Yudulum, you this way. Taga, Saint Hema, Seco, Pupim, Jownless, a portrait, or impact any. Pomono, Poma, Podem, Payemina, Jama was the channel. I look for her, Zayara Popuri, Pode, METTA, Niba. Through a formula. A Pomonoa, Zamaya Bene, the Madi allowed him a count when a formula library of the computer. Jama was a chana was a Zagado Junior, Egan Luna, Zagama Joranashi. A local Luna Krana, Sagamian and she. Okay, silence. This is okay. It's a chapman, huh? It's we pour water. Pouring water is just to share good thought with other people. Okay. In Burmese we call it anupmodana.